Hi, my name is Oshane and I got the Grace Kennedy Merit Scholarship in the year 2012.
My name is Daniel Gray, and I am the 2015 Bursary Scholar.
Hello everyone, my name is Jervian Johnson and I was a recipient of the 2009 UTech Merit Scholarship through the Grace Kennedy Foundation. I grew up under very humble circumstances. I was born and spent most of my early days in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. I lived with my mom and siblings. I have 6 siblings. And my dad was around, he did cabinet making. However, I spent most of my time with mom, and I think she also bared lots of the financial burdens. It was always difficult, and she didn't really have a stable job, but she did, things like selling in the market. I remember at one point, my brother and I helping her, and I'd have to wake up early, and assist her. So it was always difficult. I went to Holy Childhood High School, and there things are actually still tough, but I still, we still could afford to go to school. But apart from that, things like trips and stuff, I couldn't even think about that. So I would have applied for university while I was at Holy Childhood, because my dream was to go to university and get a degree so I could get a good job to help my family. That was my goal. So I applied to the University of Technology and to UE, got accepted to both, and I decided to go with UTech because I really love the area of chemical engineering. So I applied for chemical and process engineering. Because of my financial situations, I applied for a lot of scholarships actually. I didn't get through to everything, but I applied for sponsorship to different companies. I applied for anything that could be of financial aid. I applied for, because I knew that it was going to be tough. Through the scholarship, I was able to pay for my dormitory expenses and also for my books. At first, I was traveling from UTech to Spanish Town because I lived in Spanish Town at the time, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. And it was really difficult. I had to find bus fare and then, of course, lunch at school. However, because of the scholarship, I could stay on dorm, didn't have to worry about the transportation cost, and also I didn't have to buy lunch. I cooked lunch, I could make my own meals. So it was, way more affordable. And not only that, but it assisted me with studying, because I could focus more on, doing schoolwork. I didn't have to worry about the back and forth, traveling every day, which was actually really tiresome. So it allowed me to really remain focused and also to participate in other activities at school. So I'm really thankful to the Grace Kennedy Foundation for providing this scholarship and for assisting me in achieving my goals. Actually, so my goal was to complete my degree, and I was successful in that. I got a first-class honors degree from the Chemical and Process Engineering program, and I received the President's Pin, which is a prize that you receive when your GPA is above 3.75. So I was able to maintain a very high GPA because living on dorm really helped my studies, So I really want to thank the Grace Kennedy Foundation for, helping persons like me. I mean, without it, I couldn't even imagine. What my college life would have been like. I currently work at the Office of the Prime Minister as a Jamaica House Fellow, where I'm directly assigned to the Jamaica National Heritage Trust. And there I work in the Project Management and Implementation Department on heritage development projects.
I lived in the parish of St. Thomas in the small community of Dumfries with my parents and my 2 siblings. Overall, we didn't have a lot of money going around. Our finances were a bit low, but my father taught us the importance of a good education. So with whatever little money he had, he would send us to school, even if he had to eat nothing while doing that. After high school, which was Mark Bay High School, I had to work for 2 years before even the thought of going to university, because my parents didn't have it, and the only way for me to attend university was through student loans, and I have to have some lunch money and so forth. So I decided to work 2 years to earn some money so that I could put myself through school along with student loan. Now, I applied for UTech, the University of Technology Jamaica, and I got through. And after the first year, I realized that one of my guarantor wasn't able to be my guarantor anymore because he had lost his job. So at that point, I really started to worry because I didn't know where my tuition was going to come from. I found out about some scholarships that were being offered, and I quickly applied for them. Now, after some time, I got a call from Mrs. Mahfood saying that some information was missing from my scholarship application. And I explained to her that, okay, I'll take them in as soon as possible. When I took in the documents, I spoke to Mrs. Mahfood and we had a conversation, and from there we built a relationship at the Grace Kennedy Foundation. And after that, I got a call saying that I was shortlisted for a scholarship, and I did the interview and was successful in getting the GK UTech Merit Scholarship. So I was able to now go to the University of Technology, having that freedom, to go through school, not having to worry about the tuition, whether or not it's paid, and focus solely on what I need to do. So after leaving the University of Technology Jamaica, I started my professional career at KPMG. And even though I had many other offers, I chose KPMG because of the experience I know I would have gotten there. And so after working for 5 years there, I am now the senior accountant at the Sisters of Mercy of Jamaica, and I'm really happy here.
Now, the scholarship came through my interactions with Mr. Walker, who's a guidance counselor at UTech at the time, and he really liaised with many of the students who are in leadership and kind of guide us how to lead. And so he had raised a question about what we were doing for university and how we could go to school and all that, and he suggested scholarships. And so we applied, and one scholarship I applied for was the bursaries scholarship. And I got through, thankfully. The scholarship kind of charted a path for me, because what happened is, going through university, I got a vehicle from my father because it was difficult to do well and travel and all that. So he said, convenience should make it easier for me, and it did. Began doing better, got better grades, and it also helped me to become more responsible. But I wouldn't have been able to get a vehicle because my father would have been focused on paying my tuition. And professionally, now I'm working at Protech Enterprise Company Limited, one of Jamaica's premier engineering firms. So I'm currently a consulting engineer, consulting on MEP projects. MEP stands for mechanical, electrical, and plumbing projects. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to actually do these things, be in this kind of position, because without Grace Kennedy, I don't believe that I would have been able to come this far in a short period of time. And it's all because of the opportunity that I got to go to university with less expenses and invested the money elsewhere to have more comfort, more flexibility. And so I'm thankful, I'm grateful, and I thank you, Grace Kennedy, and I'd like to wish you happy, fantastic 40 years and beyond.
I would like to wish the Grace Kennedy Foundation a happy 40th anniversary and to say thank you for all your assistance over the years.
So I just want to thank Grace Kennedy Foundation again for all that they have done for me throughout the years. And in so doing, I want to wish you guys a happy, happy, happy 40th anniversary.